What's up, everybody? It's Jose with Oakland Latinos United, aka Oakland Latinos Unidos, on here with Live with Jay, number 106. Thank you guys for tapping in. Those of you who are going to be on here, a few things I want to talk about today, because last time I wanted to talk about some of these things and I got sidetracked by other things. So, we'll talk about it right now in a minute. Let people come in. I'm gonna be back and forth between Google and here because there's a couple stories I wanted to talk about, and yeah, we'll get into it. So what's up with everybody? How's everybody doing? Chris Grima, Abraham Cervantes, what's up? Cepeda, what's up, blood? How's everybody doing out there? Hopefully we get more people on here. You feel me? Chilling. Poodle bears, bears. But yeah, man, I'm out here kicking back. And yeah, there was a few things I wanted to talk about. I got my back scratcher because I have a my back always gets itchy. I don't know why. All my life, it's always good to have a back scratcher. Poodle freaking base essay. So what's everybody doing, man? Cold out there. It's hella uh uh foggy out there today, especially around here by where I live. Yeah, man, it's crazy that Christmas and Thanksgiving already went. Now it's gonna be Christmas. It's gonna be New Year soon. 2025. Yeah, it's cold, but it's like uh out here, at least in the Bay, around here where I live, it's very foggy, like hella foggy outside. You feel me? Really foggy. Like I was coming home from the store and I couldn't even see. It was so foggy outside. How's the weather out there in the Seattle area, Cepeda? Where do you live, in Bellevue or in Seattle or Tacoma? I forget. I've never been out that way. Or it's cold and rainy all the time. Is that true? But yeah, I'm gonna see if more people get on. In Tacoma, is Tacoma hella hood? I heard it used to supposedly be hella hood back in the days. I've never, I've never really been out that way. One day, I'll go check it out. One day. Shortcuts. Oh yeah, what's up, shortcuts? I didn't even notice you were on here. Essay. But yeah, man. But anyway, let's get talking about what I wanted to talk about. So, have you guys been following the story in New Jersey that people are claiming they're seeing drones or UFOs or something, like who knows what it is? You feel me? And I used to really be into UFO conspiracies when I was really young. You know what I mean? Partly because I had seen shit in the sky that I didn't know what the hell it was, and I've talked about that in lives in the past. So I didn't. Growing up, I knew about space movies like Star Wars and stuff like that, but I never really knew if UFOs or that stuff was real until I started watching documentaries about it on TV and reading about it. And it was like kind of interesting. And the interesting thing that a lot of people don't realize is like the date that's given for UFOs is always 1946 because 1946 is the first year that a big UFO sighting happened. But a lot of people don't realize that people have been seeing what they consider UFOs way before any kind of spacecrafts ever existed, going back to the Bible times. You feel me? If you read old writings, people call them chariots of fire in the sky because I mean, they what else could they really call them? There was no such thing as automobiles or cars. But yeah, apparently, I guess a lot of people are seeing UFOs or drones or something in New Jersey. The government's being tight-lipped about it. Apparently, they said that they don't believe it's anything sinister, but they don't know what it is. So, how can you not know if something is sinister and not know what it is? You feel me? So, yeah, I'm just wondering, you guys followed that story. And have you guys seen UFOs in your lifetime? I've seen them. I really couldn't tell you if they're man, if they're man-made, if they're something from outer space, or what the hell they are. Now we're saying drones because we have drone technology. But I'm sure the government probably had drone technology going way back before more modern times. I'm sure. I'm almost certain that they probably had it. And like how people are claiming they're seeing these drones, um, and even some people in the Bay. I've seen a dude I follow post something where he's seen something in the sky. And like in the Bay, like okay, I'll give you a perfect example. Like in the Bay Area, like if you're like in Berkeley, or I don't know, Berkeley, or like Richmond, if you're like by the water, normally, like if you look towards the Oakland airport, you can see hella lights in the skies. And you know what I'm talking about if you're from this area. And they look like UFOs, but in reality, they're airplanes that are gonna land at the airport, that are flying around waiting to get clearance to land. So you see that a lot. But so I know what that looks like. You know what I mean? And apparently, people in New Jersey are claiming they're seeing something that they don't know. Drones, UFOs, are they planes? Are they spy planes? Are they planes from another government? Are they planes from another galaxy? What are they? There's all these weird things that people have sent other drones to see what they are, and they disappear. Other people say that they go towards the water. Other people say that they fly in weird ways that planes can't fly. Other people say that they make little to almost no noise. And I've seen some shit when I was young. I seen, matter of fact, I told you guys this before. I seen the triangle shaped UFO that everybody's seen around the world. I've seen it twice in my life, and it's pretty clear. It was a triangle shaped aircraft. Now, some might say it was the stealth bomber because it is a triangle shape. And at the time, this is when I lived in Sacramento. There were two Air Force bases by where I lived. Um, and the stealth bomber did land in one of them. There was Mather and there was McClellan. So it could have been that, but the things I seen were not making noise. And a stealth bomber is not a quiet plane. It may have stealth technology, but it's very loud. And the things I seen didn't have no sonic boom. They didn't have none of that. You feel me? So I've seen that, and I've seen things in the sky that that resemble like a metal thing flying many years ago. So I don't know. They could have been anything. They could have been man-made. They could have been satellites. They could have been something. Who knows? You know what I mean? I don't know. As far as I know, they were unidentified. But yeah, it looks like. Oh yeah, Wendy, she's an alien, huh? I forgot about that. Maybe it was. So apparently people in New Jersey and in the East Coast are seeing aliens, but they're not from south of the border. So what are they? Do you think? I'm gonna ask everybody the question. Do you guys think they're man-made drones, maybe secret government drones that they're testing? Do you think they're aliens? Do you think they're from Russia or from Iran? Do you think maybe some company is testing out new drones, or are they really UFOs that we don't know what they are? You know, they're from another planeta. Who knows? Let me know in the comments. Is it Big Mike's tortilla? Is it Big Mike in the sky flying around? You know, it's something they're hiding. Yeah, who knows, bro? They're being tight-lipped about it. They could be. Who knows? They could be from another government, and the reason they don't want to talk about it is because they don't want to create a mass hysteria. But who knows? It was unidentified flying chalupa. But yeah, I don't know if you guys have been following the story. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. We don't, it could it be from another government? So if another government has this kind of technology. You know what I mean? Aren't we supposed to be the best at the military industrial complex? World War III, maybe. Weird times, man. And I don't see Trump, and I could be wrong, but I don't see Trump being a peaceful president or one who's going to try to calm things down. You know what I mean? We'll see. Time will tell. Biden trying to go out with a bang, maybe. But yeah, so it's been a big story. I've been seeing about it. Um, could be Elon Musk. That's what I'm saying. We don't know. You know what I mean? It could be something to do with Elon Musk. It could be some kind of company working with the government to test new technologies out. You know, it's hard to say, bro. It's hard to really say what it is. But yeah, have you guys ever seen like a UFO or anything like that on the sky? Ever? Did something that you didn't know, like? Because I mean, I've seen everything, bro. Growing up in the Bay Area, how you always live near an airport, so you see everything. You see planes, you see helicopters. I've seen blimps. You know what I mean? I've seen drones in the sky. You know what I mean? And I could tell, like, if a plane is in the sky, you could usually tell, because for one, they always have a noise. They always buzz. They have a buzzing light, so you could tell. You know what I mean? A helicopter's obviously hella fucking loud if you hear a helicopter in the sky. You know what I mean? But some of the things that I've seen in the past, I don't know. They weren't making much noise, and they weren't that high up in the air. You feel me? Do I see lot? Were they lot lizards in the sky? Maybe. The lot lizards are getting intergalactic. It was Buzz Lightyear? Maybe. I went out fishing. I saw hella random shit up in the sky and disappear. I never seen like hella lights. What I seen, I kept trying to think what I seen. I seen the triangle shaped UFO twice. I seen this metal thing way up in the sky one time. It was way up there. It was this metal thing. It was just sitting there. It wasn't even really moving. It was just standing there. Almost like what a helicopter does when it stands. You know what I mean? But it wasn't a helicopter because it was way up in the sky. And it was definitely metal because the sun was hitting it and you could see the sun glaring off of it. You feel me? I'm trying to think if I've ever seen another UFO besides that. I might have. I think I've seen other stuff that I just didn't. Oh, yeah. I think I told you guys I've seen an egg once in the sky. I swear to God, it looked like an egg. Wasn't making no noise. Didn't have no lights on it either. It just looked like an egg floating in the sky. A flying egg. Can you believe that? I think that was the first time I ever seen something weird in the sky. I was like, what the hell is that? Looks like an egg. Was it Mork and Mindy? I don't know if you guys remember that show. Nanu Nanu. I don't know. You guys are old enough to remember that. It was Don Suave. It was Mork from Mork and Mindy. Anybody remember that show? Or am I hella old already? Weird ass noise. For Tom Cruise. It's the Mormons. The Mormons got technology now. Who knows, bro? Weird times we're living in. A lot of weird stuff out there, but who knows, bro? Yeah, with Robin Williams, Mork and Minnie. Didn't he travel around in an egg? I shit you not, bro. I seen an egg flying in the sky, bro. I don't know what it was, bro. It was at night too, and didn't have no lights or nothing. It just looked like a white egg. Like swear to God, and it was just flying around in the sky, bro. I was like, what the fuck is that? And it wasn't that high up in the sky. It wasn't like it was way up there. It was like, let's see, a airplane goes about what 35,000 feet. So this had to have been at least a good 800, 10,000, 1,000 feet, maybe. You know what I mean? It wasn't that high up in the sky. But yeah, it was a flying nut. I don't know what it was, fool. it looked like the thing from that show. That's what's hella weird about it, bro. So lucrative sounds. We're talking about UFOs. I don't know if you've been following the story about the drones that everybody is seeing in New Jersey. Lucrative sounds. What's up, brother? And then, I'm going to stay on that topic for a little bit, then I'm going to change it, and then we'll have some fun. Talk about other things. Live with Jay, I'm always talking about different stories. You feel me? But tell me in the comments, what do you think about this whole situation? Give me a quick second. I can't see your comments, but feel free to leave any comment out there. Yeah, it's been a kind of a big story, so I wanted to talk about it a little bit. And like I said, I've always been a sucker for a good UFO story. You know what I mean? To me, they always they always kind of fascinated me. I always been into like not horror stories, but like mysteries and UFOs and stuff like that. Trump's electric egg, maybe. This was before anything Trump. I think when I seen this egg flying, it had to be like 89, 90, somewhere around that time. Believe it or not, it was on Chapman Street where I seen it flying in the air. I was like, what the hell? So what's up with everybody? I've experienced a few stuff in my time. Seen a few. I've seen a few too. That's what I'm saying, lucrative. I've seen the triangular shaped one twice. I've seen it twice in my lifetime. And it looks like a triangle, and it has lights under it. And it just glides. It doesn't make no noise. You know what I mean? So I don't know what it was. You know what I mean? I couldn't tell you what it was. I've seen it twice. That one I've seen in Sacramento. I've seen it twice. That's why I've always kind of questioned it because, like I said, in Sacramento, they had two military bases. They had Mather and they had McClellan. So I don't know if it was the stealth bomber, but it wasn't making noise. And I actually seen the real stealth bomber take off one time for a school. We went to the when I was in school, we went to a field trip to the Aeronautics Museum. I don't know if it's still there in McClellan Air Force Base, and we seen the stealth bomber taking off, and that motherfucker was loud. So what I seen in the sky wasn't loud like that. You feel me? Yeah, it seems like it's only in the U.S. Cepeda. I don't know if they're seeing them around the world. I know I've heard that they're seeing them in other uh what you call it in other states, not just New Jersey. I heard even some people claim they've seen them in the Bay Area. I haven't seen anything. I mean, in the Bay Area, you see a lot of airplanes flying around because we have so many airports here, and from far away, yeah, they could look like they look if like I said, if you go to if you're like in Berkeley or Richmond and you look towards the Oakland airport, um, you could see little dots flying around. Or even if you're in Alameda, you could see them. Even in Oakland, you could always see like little deep dots flying around, and those are airplanes waiting to land. And they look a trip from the sky. You know what I mean? And think about how many airplanes we have in the sky flying in the Bay Area, because we have three airports. We have Oakland, we have SFO, and we have Maneta in San Jose. So you feel me? Here in Oakland and one in San Diego. Yeah, the triangular one I only seen in when I lived in Sacramento. It's the ghost of Amelia Earhart, maybe. I remember learning about her when I was in elementary school in Oakland. But yeah, man, it's a weird story. It's one of those weird things. Who knows? Hopefully it's nothing. But you know, So I've seen the triangular one twice. I've seen an egg flying in the sky, which I don't know what the hell it was, and I've seen a metal cylinder in Mexico City. That's the crazy thing. The metal cylinder, I seen it in Mexico City, bro. I shit you not. You know what I mean? It was a metal cylinder way up in the sky, bro. And it wasn't no helicopter. I know that. And it wasn't no 33,000 feet like a plane usually goes. It was higher than that. You know, this metal thing, you could tell because the sun was hitting it and it glared off the sun. But yeah, those are the at least four UFOs that I've seen in my lifetime. The only reason I call them UFOs because they could have been man-made, but I don't know what the hell there was. Maybe the egg I seen could have been an early drone. Remember when I seen that the egg? This was in Bay Area in the late '80s when we had a lot of military bases in the Bay Area. The Alameda Navy base, we had the Oakland Army base, we had the Concord Naval Weapons Station. So uh, wasn't Treasure Island a Navy base back then too? So who knows? You know what I mean? Flying dildo. It was something. I know that. It didn't look like a dildo. It looked like a fucking egg, bro. I swear, I shit you not. It looked like an egg that you eat for breakfast. And it was floating up in it. It could have been a balloon. But the problem with the balloon theory is that it will float and then it will stop. And then it will float again and it will stop. A fucking balloon doesn't do that. You know what I mean? It could have been a hot air balloon, but I doubt it. I've seen a hot air balloon once, a couple times. And this, I don't know. It was like Lefty Gunplay. That fool wasn't even born yet when that happened, bro. That was like 88, 89, bro. Maybe 90, somewhere around that time. I don't even think those fools were born yet. Richie Valens flying guitar. But anyway, that's enough with that topic. I just wanted to bring it up because it's been on the news and it's been on my news feed. So I was curious to get you guys' take. So now we're going to talk about another touchy subject. And you guys will like this one. We're going to talk about healthcare. We're going to talk about, and these are the things I wanted to talk about last time on my last live. And I got, we were having fun. You know what I mean? So a couple weeks ago, some CEO of some company, uh, I guess it's called United Healthcare, Brian Thompson, 50-year-old CEO, was murdered, was taken out the game by some dude named Luigi Mangione. And, it's been a lot of different things about him. Obviously, the rich and powerful feel bad that he got killed, and the poor are indifferent to it. You know what I mean? And it's been, a story that I've seen a lot on YouTube and on the news. There's some people who agree with what he did. There's some people that don't. There's some people that understand that even if they don't agree with what he did, they understand that the healthcare companies in this insurance companies in this country are atrocious. So, yeah, man, let's talk about that. You know what I mean? First of all, like, yeah, I don't want to say that I'm like happy that the dude got killed. That's I don't like thinking that way because that is a bad omen. Period. But I get where people are indifferent to it. You know what I mean? Because let's think about it. Yeah, it's sad that his family's going to mourn his loss, but it's also sad that a lot of families have mourned their loss because of the kind of companies that they run. And it's not a secret that a lot of these companies, they deny people access to health care, they deny people medication, they deny people surgeries. You know what I mean? I've even heard they'll accept the surgery but deny anesthesia, which is retarded because you need to have anesthesia to go to sleep during the surgery. And it's understandable. Again, I don't I don't want to say go take out fools, but at the same time, I could understand the frustration. And I guess this Luigi Mangione dude, I heard something that he suffered some kind of back pains or something like that, and or had some kind of surgery, and like his insurance, like I don't know if he had I think he had the insurance that this dude was running didn't want to pay for the cost of I guess his medication or whatever. So he was living in pain, and uh, back pains. That's not a joke to have, bro. You know what I mean? I get these not back pains, but I get these spasms back here sometimes, and they're no joke, bro. You know what I mean? Luckily, with me, they go away with ibuprofen or something, but it can be, yeah, but back pains can be debilitating for sure, and they can be something really bad. What's up, Ron Garcia? But again, like I'm saying, I'm not saying that people should go take someone out, but I could understand his pain, and I could understand the pain of a lot of people. You know what I mean? In this country who don't have health care and who rely on insurances that are, let's face it, crap. You know what I mean? Ran by these mafias, that profit off people's suffering. And yet our government, whether it be the Democrats or whether it be the Republicans, they don't give a shit about it. You know what I mean? We should have like a universal health care, or if not a universal health care, some kind of single payer health care to help people out. You know what I mean? And most of these politicians are in the pockets of these insurance companies. You feel me? And they don't care. That's one thing. It goes across the board. Some might say Obamacare, but Obamacare, the only thing it was just some kind of guarantee to get some kind of insurance, but it's not a universal health care. You know what I mean? Or a single payer health care, as they call it. You know, and I mean, there's a lot of people out there who are like, well, we shouldn't have universal health care because that's communism. And, those people are idiots. You know what I mean? Like, to me, people that think like that, you deserve to get sick. You feel me? For reals. You know what I mean? You deserve whatever happens to you, you know. But, yeah, the corruption in this country and the corruption of these medical insurances and these politicians on either side that are in the pockets of these politicians. The only one really speaking out against it really is like Bernie Sanders. You feel me? And yeah, it's a mafia. It's a mafia to extort people um, for their health, because let's face it, health is wealth, man. And if you can't medicate yourself, or you can't get the things that you need to keep you healthy, that's a bitch. And I know there's some people like, well, you gotta eat better and do. That's true. That's true. That plays a big part in health. But sometimes shit happens. You know what I mean? Eating healthy and going to the gym and all that. Sometimes people still get sick, and they can't do those things anymore because now they need medicine. Now they can't be physical like they used to. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. We need some kind of healthcare thing. You know what I mean? And as far as like the Luigi Mangione, Brian Thompson thing, all I could say to Brian Thompson, R.I.P. and I feel bad for what happened to your family, but at the same time, you were running a mafia, and you went out like a mafioso. So that's the way I look at it. You know what I mean? And Luigi Mangione was a victim of that mafia, and he came back for the big payback. You feel me? And and sadly, it ruined the families of two families, of Brian Thompson's family and Luigi Mangione family, because now, he's going to be locked up probably for the rest of his life. And you know that always hurts a family, bro. That's not gonna be a good thing for that family. And and yeah, it's crazy. You know what I mean? But yeah, tell me what you think, man. Tell me what you think. Are you one of those people who are like, I don't want universal health care because it's communism? Or are you one of those people that maybe there should be some kind of, at least, if not universal health care, maybe a single payer health care, maybe some kind of insurance that's guaranteed for people that are maybe poor or struggling? Something, man. You know, in California, a lot of people get Medi-Cal and stuff like that. So, a blue state like California, you're a little bit better off. But if you're in some Republican state, bro, you're all bad. You feel me? That's the reality, But that's one of the good things about living in California. And the thing about it is, the government and all these idiots aren't going to learn from this. They're probably not. They're trying to like shame people for praising Luigi Mangione, but at the same time, it's like, no, you need to shame yourself for allowing these crooked ass insurance companies to control the government like a mafia. You feel me? And that's the reality of it. Yeah, all they're gonna do is just hire more security for their CEOs. That's it. Or I've heard that they're even hiding who their each CEOs are now. They're scared now. But yeah, man, it's like, it's I don't know. I don't know how in good conscience someone that's suffering, that's sick, that has cancer, has a heart condition, whatever, diabetes, how you can deny a person like that, man. You know what I mean? How you can, with good heart, do that, man? Yeah, the pharmaceutical companies, the military industrial complex, the donor class, as they call it, the ones who basically bribe our government, our politicians. That's why I always tell people. What's up, Fraser? That's why I always tell people it goes beyond Democrat and Republican sometimes, because we've never had any kind of universal health care, single payer health care in this country. A lot of other countries have it. Canada, I don't know if Mexico might have it. I know a lot of European countries have it, but here we don't have shit, bro. And that's the reason a lot of people are praising Luigi Manchoni, and they're not necessarily crying for Brian Thompson. That's just the reality. So if you're a rich person watching, yes, this is how many of us who come from the bottom feel sometimes, you know. So yeah, it's like I said, it's a mafia out here. It really is, bro. Playing with people's lives. The Young Turks, are they? They're not switching to MAGA, are they? Cenk Uger and what's Anna Kasparian? I haven't seen them in a long time. I used to watch them like in their early days. I remember Cenk was hella young when he first started. Luigi Mangione, he's an Italiano. Is he American or is he an Italian from Italy? That's a pretty Italian name, Luigi Mangione. I don't know much about his background. Puro Young Turks. The Young Turks. But yeah, man. They should name the Luigi Mangione pizza. They should put spice on it for all the hot ones it shoots out. I remember in Sacramento, there was a pizza place called Luigi's Pizza when I used to live out there. He's from Michoacan, maybe. There's a place called Nueva Italia in Lombardia in Michoacan. It was founded by Italians. Lead Tip Luigi. Who's that? Is that Mike? What's up, bro? How you been? I think that's you. But yeah, man. So that's the way I look at it with that whole Mangione, Brian Thompson thing. Uh, in the Bay, yeah, I went to Zachary's Pizza, and I know Shortcuts probably knows it. Yeah, Zachary's Pizza is probably the most famous Chicago style pizza in the Bay Area. They got one in Albany. They got one in Oakland. I forget where else they got them. Okay, what's up, Mike? Hey, that's one of the dudes who knew me when I lived down in Sacramento. Welcome. Welcome to my live. In Petaluma. I never had it in Petaluma. I've never been to Petaluma a lot of times. I've been to Santa Rosa a hell of a time, but not Petaluma. Uncle Dave. Hey, where is that fool? He ain't on here, huh? The guy that runs Ram Fox Congress. Last time I think his name is Jenk. Yeah, Jenk Uger. Hey, Shortcuts, you ever been to Zachary's Pizza? Cepeda, Fast Slice is long gone, bro. I used to go there and to Blondie's too when I was a youngster. Over there on Telegraph. Fast Slice. Yeah, Fast Slice used to be the shit. I've been to Zachary's in a couple years. I've been there before though. Have you seen the new white underbite video about three hookers from Oakland? Nah, I ain't seen it. Joe Mama. 4-star pizza, hell yeah. Hey Mike, if you're on here, you still remember a place in Sacramento called Luigi's Pizza? It used to be on. Oh, it's been so long since I lived in Sacramento, I forget the streets. I think it was on Stockton Boulevard. I've never tried pizza from Arizmendi. I heard of it though. Where I did try pizza was from Cheese Board. It's like vegetarian pizza. Nah, they weren't Arabs, weren't they? 4-star was they weren't Arabs, bro. I think they were like not Armenians. What are they? Ethiopians, weren't they? At least when I remember. Unless it changed ownership. What, cheese board? You know what? It wasn't that greasy, bro. That's one thing that I'll give it. Unless it changed to Arabs, I don't remember them being Arabs. So Little Caesars, believe it or not, the first time I ever seen a Little Caesars was when I lived in Sacramento because we didn't have them in Oakland or in the Bay. When I came back to the Bay, is when they when they started having them out here. But I remember when I first moved to Sac, that was what, like 90, 91, 92. I can't remember. I'm so old already. They didn't have them out here. 91, I think, is when I moved out there. Nah, I wasn't there in the 80s, bro. Because I remember we left Sacramento after the 89 earthquake. and that was October 1989. So it had to have been either 90 or 91, bro, when I moved out there. But you're right. I forgot that I went to Earl Warren for a little bit, for like 3 months or something like that when you met me. Nah, it wasn't 88, bro. Trust me. Because I was in Oakland when the earthquake happened. And we didn't move till at least a year after the earthquake, bro. Trust me. It had to have been 90, bro, because 89, I'm telling you, 89 and early 90s, I was still here, bro. It couldn't have been after before that, bro. Because 88 for sure. The only you know how I remember 88? I was in Oakland. For one, I remember the earthquake. That was October 17th, 1989. I still remember that date clearly. And 88, I had a surgery done in Oakland. Yeah, for sure. I had a surgery in the 90s too, bro. You feel me? Damn, that fool remembers. He has a good memory. So I had the first surgery in 88 at Children's Hospital in Oakland. And then I had the second one when I was in at Wood. But I did go to Earl Warren very briefly, bro, when you first met me. And it was only for like a few months, like 3 months maybe. And then I went to Wilsey Wood. Bro, Mike, you don't even know, bro. When I first moved to Sacramento, I was terrified, bro. I didn't know anybody out there. I didn't know nothing about Sacramento. I even think I told you what side of Sacramento is this. You remember when I asked you that question? Because I didn't even know we were in South Sacramento, bro. I knew nothing about that city, bro. I had never been there ever in my life. And then next thing you know, I'm in Sacramento. Like, what the fuck am I at? It was weird, bro. It was an experience, bro. It was different. It was for sure a cultural shock. It was different than growing up in East Oakland, bro. Where is Fast Ass Dave? He didn't get blocked, did he, bro? Yeah, you know what? I remember one time. I don't know if you remember this, Mike. I asked you one day, I need to call home, bro. What's the area code here? I didn't even know the area code of Sacramento. You blocked him? I didn't block him. I think it temporarily put him on timeout, but I didn't block him permanently. I don't think so. I'm gonna go back and see, bro. How do I unblock him then? I was trying to figure it out last time, but I used to know how to do it, but I couldn't figure it. I'm gonna check it when I get off the live. All right, Cepeda, be safe. Big Macs are smaller. But yeah, man, that's the way it was. But is it me or was like I remember when I was a kid, like McDonald's and Burger King used to taste hella good. Now it's like it ain't even that good no more. I remember Subway used to taste hella good when I was a kid too. It used to taste different. It was hella good. Subway when I was a little kid. So I remember my brother worked there for a minute in downtown Oakland. He worked at one when I was a little kid, and I remember it was hella good. But yeah, man. So yeah, we talked about all these subjects tonight. Now we can have a little fun talking about whatever. Uh, so hopefully everybody's good. Chicken tenders, yeah, the old school ones. I remember those. Hey, Mike, though, I never. What part of Sacramento did you live in, bro? That's the one thing I never knew. Where you lived, like what area were you from? Like I remember you from school, but I don't remember like because I know you didn't live where I lived. I lived around. I lived by what they call the Diamonds, I guess, or the Flats. I lived over there by Power Inn and 37th. I used to live, which I guess was South Sac. No, but I'm talking about like what part of South Sac. But originally, I'm from a neighborhood called Fruitvale in Oakland. I don't know if you ever been there before. East 7th and Chapman Street. That's where I'm originally from. The Zillas. Oh, behind her. Okay, so you live nearby. I used to live right over there by that park. I think it was called Max Square Park. I think it was right there um, on the 37th, right by I think it was a street called Wilkinson, and if you went down, it was Power Inn. I don't think G Parkway was around back then. I don't ask Mike. He's the one from Sac, bro. He might know. I didn't hear about G Parkway till many years later. Yeah, Kentucky Fried. Hey, Ron, do you remember Pioneer Chicken? We used to have those out here back in the days. Other side of Fruitridge, yeah. Yeah, man, I lived out there. We left. We came back in like I moved back to the Bay in what was that? 90 early 95, bro. I was going to Johnson. You didn't go to Johnson, huh? Or did you? I can't remember, bro. You did go to Johnson, right? Oh yeah, the Chicken Littles. I remember those. They still got those, but they're not the same. But I moved back to the Bay in 95, early 95. We moved back, and I've been back here ever since, bro. We bought a house out here, and I'm here, bro. This is my home. Oh, you went to Kennedy? Okay. I thought I remember you from Johnson too. I must be tripping. I'm old, bro. You gotta remember, so much shit happened in life. Dropped out freshman year. I stayed all the way through. The only thing is, I moved back to the Bay. I had to finish high school and kind of like a not a continuation school. It's kind of like something like that. I'll be going back to SAC now. It's different now, bro, than how I remember being back in the days. Acting a fool. Yeah. I remember that class we used to have where we always be clowning on each other. Everybody would just be clowning on each other because we had a retarded ass teacher. I don't know if you remember that. For sure. All of us, bro. Bro, when I came back to, because in Sacramento, because I didn't know as many people, I didn't get into too much shit. But when I came back to the Bay, bro, I got involved with some crazy people, and I'm just glad I never got caught up or got killed or anything like that myself, bro. Some wedges. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, man, I could have, for some weird reason, I thought I seen you at Johnson before, bro. Hey, answer me this, bro. Let's see if you know anything about it. I'm talking to Mike. Um, when I lived in Sacramento, remember, bro, I'm from Oakland, from the Bay. You know, I was new to Sacramento. They had churches on High Street. I remember that. I was new to Sacramento. I At the time I didn't have really family out there either. Now I do, but back then I didn't. And I swear to God, bro, I shit you not. Maybe you've seen this person around. But when I lived in Sacramento, I would always get asked, Jose, did you ever go to Sacramento High School? And I was like, nah, I didn't even know there was a Sacramento High School. But I swear to God, a bunch of people swear up and down that they seen me at Sacramento High School. And I've never been to Sacramento High School, never set foot in Sacramento High School. Um, I know where it's at now, but back then I had no idea where it was at. Um, but I remember at the time I didn't even know where Sacramento High School was. But yet a bunch of people, and I'm not talking about one or two people, I'm talking a bunch of people claim that they knew me from West Sacramento. I mean, from Sacramento High School. My bad. And I was like, what the fuck? To me, that was always the weirdest mystery of my life, bro. Like, who was this fool that looked like me? Hopefully, he was handsome. Do I? Shit, what's his name? I always wondered who he was. I feel sorry for that dude. I'm telling you, bro, I had a doppelganger in Sacramento, bro. Because a bunch of people, bro, swore up and down that they knew me from from Sacramento High School. And again, I didn't even know. I didn't even know that there was a Sacramento High School. I didn't know because I'm not from Sacramento. You remember, I'm a little kid at the time. I didn't know. His name is Carlos. You know what's crazy, Mike? All my life, people have called me Carlos. That's fucking weird, bro. I've had a few people assume that my name was Carlos. I swear, and I always thought it was just because I looked like a beaner. But, makes me wonder. You know what's funny? You know it would be hella weird to add to the story if Carlos was from Oakland too, or from the Bay Area. You serious? You knew this fool? Did he go to Sacramento High School? Carlos Santana? Shit. Did he really look like me? If this is the same dude? Now I'm starting to get creeped out, bro. From East 7th Street. Yeah, no. Moana. Beans and rice. I like beans and rice mixed together. What Salvadorians call casamiento, like red beans and rice. With some plantains. That shit's hella good. Oh, that was another thing, Mike. In Sacramento, I felt a little out of place because I'm half Salvadorian. And in the Bay, there's hella Salvadorians. Back then, Sacramento didn't really have any, bro. It was mostly all Mexicans. My dad's from El Salvador. I remember people used to trip out, like, you're half Salvadorian? I've never met a Salvadorian before. Carlos, Nah, they didn't even know what that was, fool. They didn't know anything. They didn't even know what the pupusas were, none of that, bro. They didn't know what Salvadorians were, period, bro, at that time. I'm telling you, bro, they would be like Salvadorian. I guess you could say I don't know about my half breed, but my dad is from El Salvador, my mom's Mexican. You're the only Salvadoran get along. You're half white, right? Or you're half something. I remember you're Mexican and something else, or Italian or something, right? Salvadorians. Salvadorians ain't that bad. They say, yeah, yeah, Mike. No disrespect to Sacramento, but I just couldn't fit in that place, bro. And I miss home, bro. So I came back home, and that's just how it is. You feel me? I love the Bay Area. This is my home, bro. But much love to Sacramento. You feel me? Hopefully, those people I knew out there that treated me good are doing good, bro. Half Cheto, half Valley, basically, bro. And half Tijuana, too. Tijuas, puro Tijuas, motherfucker. Don't forget about that. Yeah, that's how I feel about Oakland, to be honest with you, Mike. I love Oakland, but I hate that motherfucker too with a passion. You turn second round with South Salvador games. Weird vibe after dark. You still live in Sacramento, Julio? Weren't you living out that way? Shit, MS-13, they used to have them in the mission, bro, when I was a youngster. Over there on 20th and Mission. I wonder if Mike ever been to the hoods out here, bro. I know you from Sac and everything, but you ever been to the Mission? You ever been to Fruitvale? You ever been to East Side San Jose? You ever been to A Street in Hayward? You feel me? You ever been to Monument in Concord or Vallejo, V-Town? Bro, when I was a kid, they used to call me a Les Esqueleto because I was skinny. Ask Mike, he'll tell you. He knew me when I was a kid, bro. I was a skinny little kid back then. I wasn't fat at all. My mom used to say that. Oh, tienes piernas como un esqueleto. Oh, in Woodland, I used to deliver in the Bay. Orale. In the Bay. Oh, yeah. I remember that. You told me that one time. Yeah, I remember. You told me that when I think on MySpace. You told me that. Not MySpace, on Facebook. Yeah, Mike, he might remember. I wasn't fat at all when I was a kid. I was like a skinny ass little kid. That's the thing. I don't know how the fuck I blew up when I used to be hella skinny. The Bay is cool, man. It's just sadly it just got hella expensive out here, and there's hella issues. But there's hella issues in Sacramento too. Because the last time I was in Sac, I was shocked at the homelessness out there. It's just as bad as out here. Well, Ron Garcia. Yeah, it got expensive. I heard it got expensive in Sac too. Sacramento. I don't know what Sacramento be like now, bro. You know, crazy thing. I didn't know North Sacramento when I lived there. I didn't really get to know it uh, till I moved back to the Bay because I have some family that used to that moved out to North Sacramento. That's how I got to know North Sacramento. The only place I think I knew in North Sacramento when I lived there, I remember going uh to like Arden Mall in that area, and I guess that was North Sacramento. I got off the exit and a homeless cat a whole paint plant store. We're at in Oakland. Where at, fool? What part of Oakland? I'm gonna ask you. Don't say High Street. Man, I have a homeless encampment by High Street though. Uh that shit was crazy for a minute. The one by Home Depot. This fool. You know what they didn't have in Sac now? I think they have it now in Sacramento. They didn't have Nations. I think they have them now, but they didn't have them out there when I lived out there. I remember. That fool said West Oakland. They cleared up that homeless encampment on Wood Street in West Oakland, didn't they? That shit was crazy. Over there by the railroad tracks. MySpace, yeah. Yeah, they got them now, but they didn't have them when I lived there back then, back in the early 90s. You know what tripped me out too, Mike, in Sacramento? I had never seen Crips and Bloods before. And you know, I'm from Oakland, so in Oakland we say blood all the time. I think you probably even told me something, bro, back then. Because I used to say, "What's up, blood?" And I think you might have told me, maybe it was you or somebody told me, "Hey, bro, you can't be saying that out here." And I didn't know what the hell, like, what do you mean? And oh, we got Crips and Bloods out here. I don't remember who was the person that told me that. But you know, in Oakland they didn't have Crips and Bloods, so that was weird to me. Casper's, yeah. 25-cent burgers. Is that spot that used to be on Franklin? I remember there was a like a place uh um they used to be on Franklin and Fruit Ridge, I think. And it used to be, yeah, they used to have 25-cent burgers, right? And then later it became a Wiener Schnitzel, I think. I remember that spot. Yeah. And then I remember that place La Esperanza used to be by there. They sell that place. I'll give it in Sacramento. They sell good ass bread. La Esperanza. That is a spot that's dope. That's hella good in Sacramento. I know it's getting hella expensive, bro. Oak Park. Ah, bro, I'm from Oakland. Oakland, everyone says blood. That's just the lingo of Oakland, bro. What's up, blood? Some fools even say cuz. It don't mean nothing out here. It just means like saying homie or my ninja. I remember that Wiener Schnitzel on Park Street. Yeah, I used to go there all the time, and there used to be one on Webster too. That one in Sacramento too. I remember. I think on Stockton Boulevard. I think they used to have one. Yeah, that really did happen in Sacramento. Shortcuts. I had a pair of green Dickies, bro. Clean. I just bought them, and they got dirty, and I washed them, and they were hanging out to dry, bro. Some J Cat stole them, bro. I was hella mad. Those were my favorite Dickies too. G Parkway. Wasn't G Parkway started by some fools from Oakland? That's what I heard. By the Barclays, I think that was the name of the family. Barkdales or Barclays, something like that. Bro, that really happened to me in Sacramento. Nah, a lot of gangs in Sac. I ain't gonna lie, bro. A lot of gangs in Sacramento didn't like me, bro, because I was always repping the Bay, bro. So I think that rubbed off some people wrong, bro. I'm gonna keep it really real with you. I just, I didn't feel like I was from there, bro. I didn't feel at home there. That's just how it was. Store was on 12 and 16. 12 and 16? By where? 12 and 16 in East Oakland or 12 and 16 in West Oakland? You feel me? Can you feel me? I remember when I had a couple friends from Sac and we would be bumping Oakland rap and they didn't know the streets, like some of the neighborhoods that they were mentioning in the songs. And I would break it down to them like, oh, I know that hood. I know where he's talking about. West off 80. 80, huh? So that must be 12 and 16. That's down there by Funktown. So you're probably talking about down there by Embarcadero or somewhere. 6 9 Mile. Dude. Bro, I remember, no lie, bro. I'm not even making this up. I remember telling fools about Fat Tone and Mexican Mike back then, bro, in Sacramento. Because they would ask me, like, about, like, Felix Mitchell and all that. I'm like, bro, I remember, I don't know Felix Mitchell, but I remember Fat Tone. And at the time, I had already heard of Mexican Mike. And I was like, there's another dude I heard of named Mexican Mike. 6 9. I knew Too Short and MC Hammer. Shout Dog in the house. All I remember, bro, moving to Sacramento, and then the next year coming out to Oakland, uh, and it was like Murderville in Oakland, bro. I'll never forget that, bro. We came down to East 7th Street, and this one homie, he showed me around because, it'd been, like a year or two that I'd been there. I ran into one of my old friends, and we walked around, and he was pointing out bullet holes everywhere and graffiti, like gang graffiti. I was like, wow, the hood changed. And he was telling me, like, oh, motherfuckers are getting murdered left and right out here. That was like 92, 93, bro. That's when it was really bad in Oakland, bro. People forget about that. See, I wasn't in Oakland during that time. I was in Sac. I kind of lucked out on that one. But I remember coming to Oakland and everybody just telling me how bad it was in Oakland at that time. I'm telling you, Shortcuts, maybe you were there already. I went back to the hood and this one fool showed me around and there was like bullet holes everywhere. He was telling me like hella fools got shot around there and I seen all the gang graffiti. It was, bro, but it wasn't like Oakland, bro. I'm sorry to say, bro, but Oakland was fucking crazy back then, bro. Trust me, it was off the hook. But I was in Sacramento, so I got to, thank God I got to miss that, bro. Yeah, so this was like 91, 92 when I went out there to visit. I went back to the hood to visit and I ran into, like, who did I run into? I remember we ran into my dad's friend. Then I ran into one of my little homies, but I can't remember his name. And he showed me, and he recognized me. He's like, "Hey, Jose, what's up, fool? Where you at?" And I was like, "Bro, I'm in Sacramento now." And we walked around the hood, bro. And he was showing me, like, he was telling me what was going on. He's telling me, "Yeah, there's a gang now called E7 Locals." I'm like, "Oh shit." But I just remember that in Oakland, bro. Even my brother, bro, he was like hella fool. His homies were getting killed left and right during that era. That's when Capone got killed. If you guys remember him from 36, hella fools got killed in that era, bro. Fact Tone got killed in that era. Oh no, he got killed later, 95. Um, the Capone got killed. A couple other homies my brother knew got killed. A bad time. From Oakland, did I meet on the block? Nah, bro. I tripped out, bro, when I came back to the block. I couldn't believe how bad it was, bro. It wasn't that bad when it was rough, but it wasn't that bad. Oh yeah, I guess because of Sacramento, bro. I remember I didn't know nobody out there, so I wasn't really involved with anything. So maybe I just didn't pay attention, bro. I do remember there were hella gangs and shit back then. But yeah, I remember Sacramento was big and widespread. Oakland's small, bro, and in Oakland, if you got beef, bro, it's not too hard for fools to find you. The Diamonds. Hey, did you know Tito from Diamonds? He was cool, bro. He was hella cool. Dude in the wheelchair, he was a cool ass dude. I remember I knew him from Johnson. It was funny because he knew Oakland, bro. He told me, oh, I've been to Fruitvale before. Oh, the Diamonds, you had beef with them? Yeah, Tito was cool, bro. He was hella chill. Yeah, bro, and shortcuts. Like in Oakland, everybody knows each other. It's not a big city. Hella people know me, bro. Trust me. You've been around the hood. You've seen how many motherfuckers know me. You know, though, one thing that hasn't never happened, though, Mike, when I go back to Sacramento, I've never ran into anyone who remembers me, bro. Never. In Oakland, I run into people all the time who know me. But in Sac, I've not one time ever randomly ran into someone that knew me. I don't. Yeah, Mike, I don't remember you really being a troublemaker. You kind of did your own thing, huh, in school. That's how I remember you. I just remember you didn't let fools fuck around with you. Because I remember that one time. Bro, when you had problems with that Russian dude. Remember that? Don Suave did not know me. Like you see, when Don Suave was kicking it there, I think that's when I was in Sacramento, bro. But he knew some people I knew though. But yeah, Sacramento, I've never ran into. You know, it's weird. I'll tell you something, bro. Mike, I ran into one person one time who remembered me from Sacramento, and it was in the Bay Area, and it tripped me the fuck out. It was an Asian girl. I went into a restaurant to eat. And this girl's like, "Hey, I know you." I'm like, "Really? From where?" She's like, you used to live in Sacramento, right?" I said, "Yeah, I did." I was like, "What the fuck?" She's like, "Yeah, I met you at," I think she told me she met me at Johnson or Wilsey Wood. I can't remember which school. And and she's like, "Yeah, I had you in a couple classes back in the days in Sacramento." I'm like, "Oh shit, what a small world." That was here in the Bay Area, bro. And I remember asking, I didn't remember her, bro, but I asked her, I'm like, "What are you doing out here in the Bay?" And she's like, "Well, I got married to a dude from the Bay and moved out here." I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." Hello, high school, Vlad the Butcher. No, I didn't go to Sacramento High. I went to Hiram Johnson. My doppelganger went to Sacramento High, apparently. Oh, you ran into the Russian dude later? I was kind of the same way, Mike. I kind of rode by myself. You know what I mean? The only real fools that I really kicked it with, I don't know if you remember Brandon, fat ass Brandon. He was from the Bay, and I was cool with Tommy and his brother Terry. You remember them? They were twins. These white boys. They were hella skinny. Um, uh, 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 they kind of acted black, kind of. They grew up around hella black people. I used to kick it with them mostly, bro. Those were my homies out there in Sac. But other than that, I was kind of just on my own, bro. He's a cop now. Wow, what a small world. In the bathroom. Nah, I used to eat at the lunch counter. He's a cop. Was he kind of fat? That's another thing too. In Oakland, we didn't really have Russians. That was kind of trippy seeing like Russians and Ukrainians in Sacramento. That was the first time I'd ever really seen any out there. In Oakland, it was more blacks, Latinos, Asians, like Cambodians or Vietnamese. Oh, man, like I said, same thing with me, Mike. Yeah, that's crazy because my brother was an OG. You know what I mean? Which was one of the reasons why both of my brothers were OGs. One of the reasons I stayed away from gangs and stuff like that, bro. I got involved with some bullshit, but nothing ever deep in the game. Chimichangas. Nah, I didn't know West Sacramento back then, bro. They were speaking Russian. Yeah, there was a lot of them back then. Yeah, I remember that, bro. Yep, I remember that. You told me, "Hey, have my back, bro." I'm like, "All right." I think I pushed them for you or something like that, didn't I? Like, if I remember right. Well, hey, Mike, was that you? I ran into one time. I'm trying to remember if that was you, bro. You might have been. I don't know if it was you. You tell me. Um, was that you that I ran into at Target one time? And I told you, hey, bro, I'm about to leave back to the Bay Area. And you're like, oh, shit. Oh, man, be safe out there. And I shook your hand. Was that you, bro? I can't remember, bro, if that was you. Remember, my mind is, I'm fucking 47 years old now. So many things that happened, bro. But I remember running to somebody I knew from school at Target one time. And it was the last, like, couple weeks that I was in Sacramento and I was moving back to Oakland. And I told you, hey, I'm moving back to the Bay. I'm going back home. I don't know if that was you. I'm trying to remember if that was you. Let me know. I just remember whoever I told that to, they shook my hand and they were like, hey, be safe out there. I remember that. But I remember running into someone at Target. I think, was it the Target on Broadway? It was at Target. I remember that for sure. And I was buying some clothes, bro. I was buying something, and you were looking. If it was you, maybe it was someone else. I can't remember. And I'm like, oh shit, what's up, bro? And we started talking, and I'm like, yeah, I'm about to move back to the Bay. And yeah, I remember that. And you shook my hand and gave me a hug and said, hey, bro, be safe out there. If it was you, I can't remember, bro. I was with my mom, and my mom was like standing kind of by me. We were like shopping at the Target. I was buying mom jeans. Hey, why are girls wearing mom jeans again? Is it me? I'm noticing all the girls out here wearing like baggy old mom jeans. Like all the young girls, like when I'm picking up at deliveries. Yeah, because I left early 95, bro. It wasn't even summer of 95 yet. I remember it was early 95 because by summer of 95, I was already back in the Bay Area getting situated. You know what's weird, Mike? When I moved back to the Bay Area, it wasn't weird. I like got readjusted to it maybe like 2 weeks. But by 2 weeks, like it was like I never left. Like everything came back to me. Literally everything. Like I was in Oakland and it was like it felt like I never left, bro. It was weird. I thought it was gonna be weird coming back, readjusting, but it wasn't, bro. I always tell people that it was weird how the readjustment was only maybe like 2 weeks. It was a little different, but by the second week, third week, it was like, oh shit, I'm in the town. I'm in Oakland again. You know what I mean? Nah, I didn't start kicking it on East 7th Street again until about like late 90s, bro. I used to go back. I used to go back to East 7th Street. And Mike, if you don't know where East 7th Street, that's where I'm originally from. That's where I grew up, East 7th Street in Oakland. If you ever out here, bro, let me know. I'll show you around. Feel me? Don't be afraid to let me know, bro, if you ever come out here. You'll be safe with me. I'll show you around, bro. It's dope out here, bro. but um, but yeah, that's where I'm originally from, East 7th Street. So where I'm originally from, okay, because I know where you're from, bro. I'm gonna tell you where I'm from. So where I'm originally from is called the Fruitvale District, not Fruit Ridge, Fruitvale. It's like a barrio in Oakland. It's a district. Yeah, for sure. If you're in the Bay, let me know, bro. For real, and I'm being serious. So where I'm from, it's a district called Fruitvale, and there's a lot of little neighborhoods within Fruitvale. There's the 30s, there's the Doves, there's a little bit of the 40s. There's High Street, there's Fruitvale, there's East 14th, which is now called International. There's Foothill. You feel me? And then you got little neighborhoods on the sides. And the neighborhood where I'm from is called East 7th Street. And then on the other side of the freeway, there's another neighborhood called Jingletown. So that's where I grew up, bro. That's where I'm originally from. I might have even told you that back in Sacramento, bro. I'm pretty sure I did. I'm almost certain I did. And then my brother, he didn't claim he's 7th Street or Jingletown. He used to kick it on 36. So he was from a hood called 36 Locals. That was his hood. You feel me? Then they had 38. They had Fruitvale Gangsters. They had Keenset. They had Jingletown, East 7th Street Locals. So that's what it was. That's what I grew up around, bro, originally. Then when I moved to Sac, I started hearing about Diamonds and Frank Loans and, all the others, Oak Park and Creek Mob. You feel me? From 39. Nah, but I remember being around 39. Isn't it lucrative from 39? Yeah, fool. If you ever come out here, bro, I'll show you where I'm from originally. Just, bro, I'm gonna look it up, bro. Hopefully, I'm gonna try to find it. I'm gonna try to find if I don't know if I hope he's not blocked on here, bro. That would fucking suck. Because I didn't block him, bro. I think I accidentally timed him out, but that doesn't necessarily mean permanent ban. Hey, Dave, if you on here, bro, hit me up private message. Let me know if you're blocked or not, bro, because I don't know. And I was trying to unblock, check it last time, and I couldn't get it, bro. 39 East 14, yep. His back pocket. Yeah, I remember 39. We used to always go to Otayes right there, bro. Otayes and La Ciudad de Mexico was right there. Uh, La Mexicana, Peña's Bakery. I remember all those spots around there. E40, E40 Fonzarelli. I'm the Mexican E40 from the feet town. You feel me? You feel me? I'm doing I'm trying to do it for my weapolization. You feel me? I'm trying to get my marbles on. You feel me? And I'm out here trying to sell a motherfucking dove sack. You feel? The Mexican E40 from the east side of town. Sick with it. It's just some cold hearted bitches. Dusted and disgusted. I've always said this though, for reals. I've told everybody this. If I wasn't from Oakland, I would love to be from Vallejo, bro. Vallejo, that city showed me much love, bro. When I was living in Vallejo for a little bit, I met some cool ass folks out there. For real. I met some cool females too out there. The V town, bro. I got love for Vallejo. All of it. If you from Vallejo, bro, much love to the Crest side, the hillside, you feel me? Central, you know what I mean? West side, the Sioux side. What else? You got Floyd Terrace. You got Lofus. You got College Park. You feel me? I know all the hoods out there. East side of Vallejo, Brick side. I think N2 Deep and Baby Bash are from the east side of Vallejo. Over there off of Springs. If you know where that's at. You always talk about Sac. Well, I lived in Sac, bro. I lived in Sac for like 4 years, bro, almost. No, I talk shit about Sac. There were a lot of things in Sacramento I didn't like, bro. It was more or less because I didn't know nobody there, bro. And some people were hella disrespectful at the time, bro. Now I don't have a problem with Sacramento. I go out there all the time. So I'm not tripping. But Mike was a cool dude, bro. He was a cool homie out there. He was one of the cool ones. At first, he was kind of Mike. Don't lie, bro. You kind of used to be trippy off me at first, but eventually he became cool, and it's all good. Yeah, the young D. That's when I was living out there for a minute. 40. Oh, you 40? We're in Sac or out here in Vallejo? Up there in Vallejo. Chris Green on his label. Hey, Chris, he knows how to rap, bro. I seen him. I heard him. Nah, but I lived in Vallejo for like 2 years, bro, and it was pretty chill there. Nah, bro, I was cold in Oakland, bro. No, nah, in Sacramento we had a little bit more money, but we was poor in Oakland, bro. When I was in Oakland, bro, I was pretty poor, bro. Sacramento, nah, we weren't that poor, bro. We was okay. We was poor. That's what I remember the black dudes in Oakland used to say, like, yeah, you poor. And they used to always say that. In Sac, we weren't that poor in Sac, bro. We were okay. By that time we were all. I was the one who sucked up for you at Earl Whirlwind track. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Mike. I remember at first you tried to clown, but then I think I might have clowned back, and then we became cool after that. That's the way I kind of remember it. You feel me? But if you did do that, bro, that's love, bro, for sure. But we were kids, bro. We was always clowning on each other. Everybody was. I remember I had you in a class at Wilsey Wood, bro, and we used to always clown. You used to clown on me. I used to clown on you back. We used to clown on other fools. I remember that. I don't know if you remember that class. And the teacher was hella stupid. I don't know if you remember. I forget her name. She was hella stupid. It's just some cold-hearted bitch. And I got that song stuck in my head. The Young D Boys. I'm surprised Chris Grima knows about that. That's old school Vallejo shit. That's from Suicide, Southside Vallejo. Yeah, I feel you. I didn't like bullies either, bro. I remember at Wood, you know it's weird. At Wood, more people try to fuck with me than at Johnson. At Johnson, people were more chill. I mean, there was drama, but it wasn't. I didn't get fucked with that much at Johnson as much. At Wood, I remember, yeah, there were some fools that used to act up, bro. Deep in the Bay. What was that fool's name? Tony Cardosis. Yeah, fake people. I get that one, bro. Trust me, I met a lot of those in my lifetime. It's just some cold-hearted bitch. It's why that song stuck in my head now. But yeah, man. I don't know, bro. I wasn't really a fighter, bro. Maybe like 10 in my whole life, probably. Oh yeah, the Mac. Yep. Barely I would. I was lost at Wood, bro. I didn't know anybody. I think you were like one of the few people I knew, bro. You and that other fool. What was his name? He was a white dude. He used to go to. I think he went to Earl Warren too. What was his name? He was cool. I think his name was Alan Boner. We used to always fuck with him, call him Boner all the time. Remember that fool? You and him were the only people that I knew at Wood. Wonder whatever happened to that fool. Biage sounds familiar, bro. You remember a group from Vallejo called? Yeah, Boner, but we used to call him Boner all the time. His name was Alan, I remember. He was hella cool. He was hella cool. I don't know whatever happened to that dude. Oh, he passed away. Oh man, sorry to hear that. He was a cool ass dude. Alan Boner. So I knew him and I knew you, bro. You guys were the only people I knew at that school. Yeah, tall redhead, always joking around and shit. He was hella funny. He wasn't a bully or nothing like that. He was just a cool ass dude. Little Red Rider. Well, I remember from West Oakland, a rapper was Big Twan. Who remembers Big Twan? Wonder if Fambo remembers him. Nobody remember him? He was from the West. He was the one that did the Dwight. The I had Big Twan. I had both of his albums back in the days. First time I ever heard a Sacramento rapper, I think it was Sibo. I heard. Yeah, Sibo. I think Sibo was the first Sacramento rapper I ever heard. Big Twan, not Big Twan, Big Twan. He was from the West. He was from Cyprus, I think. One of Shortcuts knows where Cyprus is. Dustin, yeah. My top five rappers from Sacramento. I wasn't big on Brother Lynch that much. I like X Rated, Sibo, Marvelous was pretty tight. Um, who else? So Sibo, Marvelous, X Ray. I like Mr. Doctor. He was pretty dope. Huh. I heard the fuck out of that, fool. I found out some shit like that myself. Cypress Village. That's right. That's the west side. Man, bro, I found out about that in Sac and in the Bay, bro. The girls that I thought didn't like me, and then, or later you find out, you're like, what the fuck? What? Why didn't you say anything? Uzi? Who's Uzi? Yeah. Mozzie? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about, brother. No me acuerdo, way. Yeah, I remember that name, the Hood Fellas. From Richmond, I remember Chili Powder. I remember CIN. I remember when Master P was in Richmond. I remember Big Ed. I remember uh, Lil Rick, the Mafiosos. Who else? There was a few of them from Richmond. Oh, NBG, New Breed of Gangsters. Oh, you're just saying random names. STN, I can't remember, bro. STN, that sounds familiar. I think there was another dude named Eracy or something like that who was from the Rich. King George, that's what I was gonna say. I forgot about him. He used to rap with Master P, yeah. But I heard he wasn't even from Richmond. I heard he was from New Orleans too. but he lived in the rich or something like that. Did you know Dixon minus? I have no idea. All right, Mike, be safe, bro. Be safe out there in the mountains. I know you live out there now, right? Be safe, bro. Good talking to you, man. It's been a long time since we talked. We didn't make Jack in the Box before we could go get the egg rolls. I met King George at Rasputin too at San Lorenzo. He was out there selling. I met a lot of rappers over there at San Lorenzo. I met Mr. Key there one time. I met Speedy Loke when he was still alive. I met that fool Nasty Nate, who I interviewed a long time ago. Whatever happened to that fool? Um, who else I meet? I know I met a couple other folks over there. I met the Darkroom Familia one time, Sir Dino and them fools, Sideshows and Hoes. Was that his documentary? Sideshows and Hoes. I remember those. I still always remember that one. What was it called? Go Dumb USA? What was it called? That documentary about sideshows where at the end they talk about some dude from the 60s named Fredo. I think his name was Alfredo Ruano. He got killed in the 60s back then. You remember that, Shortcuts? It was a documentary. I don't know if you knew that dude. I didn't know him, but I remember when that happened. I remember hearing about that when it actually happened, bro. A friend of mine told me. I know the story behind what happened. I don't want to talk about it here, but yeah, I heard what happened through some friends because I asked somebody about no. I take that back. I had read the Oakland Tribune article when he passed away, and it was really detailed of what happened. And then I asked someone from the block about it, and he told me he knew who he was, and he told me what happened. That was pretty similar to what the story in the newspaper said. And then the documentary came out, and I remember I was like, "Oh, that's that dude. That's that dude that I remember hearing about a couple years ago." You knew him, bro? I didn't know him, but yeah, I remember hearing about it back in the day. I was fucked up. What happened to him? Nah, I never met Richie Rich. I met MC Hammer. I told you that before. I told you guys that before. Pretty Black. I heard of him before. The Hood Fellas. MC probably does now. I'm sure. All right, Lucrative. I think I did hear someone say he lived out in Tracy, possibly. Oh, that famous muffler shop. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. The one across the street from Los Mexicanos. Yeah, that fool used to have a mansion in Fremont back in the days. I think I've seen that one before. Yeah, man, I'm about to get off soon. I've been on this shit for hella long, bro. Pretty Black. So what's up, man? What you guys think of the topics from earlier that I talked about? You know, Can't be touched. Who? MC Hammer? Uh, yeah, I remember Black Dynasty too. I don't remember the $1 million. Remember when that fool came out with Pump to the Bump? Yeah, Black Dynasty. Oh yeah, I think I remember your name, Philip. Was it always called Philip? Seems familiar. The name Rhythm and Green. Black Dynasty. The song that was big for them was a Deep East Oakland song. They want to ride. That's when I came back to Oakland, bro. That's when I came back to the Bay. Uh was when that song came out, Deep East Oakland, that same year. Yeah, you could say it was kind of like my welcome back home song. I haven't seen Yuckmouth's podcast in a long time. Seagram? Was it Seagram or Seagram? I've been up and I've been down, 'cause East Oakland is my town. In the deep east, the streets we call the Killing Field. Yeah, bro. That's what I always remember that song for. It was the year I came back to the Bay, bro. It was, you could say it felt almost like a welcome back home song, bro. For me, personally. So answer me this, bro. Because a lot of people said that people started calling Deep East Oakland the Deep because of that song. What's up, Joe Bob? Is that true, or were fools calling it the Deep before? I don't remember hearing the Deep before that. You feel me? But I could be wrong. Remember, I left to Sacramento for a couple of years too. So, but at least when I was a kid and to the time I left before I left the Sac, I don't remember really anyone calling it the Deep. I just remember fools would say, "Oh, that's like." Maybe some fools would say that's deep in East Oakland. Maybe I'm sure, but I don't remember like fools specifically saying I'm from the Deep back then. So I've heard a lot of people say that people started calling it the Deep because of that song. Let me know. You feel me? But I'm saying from memory, from what I remember, because when I left the Sac, I was what, like 13, 14 years old. So I don't remember really anyone calling it the Deep, or even in old rap songs, fools mentioning the Deep. If you hear any old rap song from before Deep East Oakland, I don't remember anyone saying Deep East Oakland on the album. Yeah, the West. I remember fools would just say East Oakland. That was the only thing. And fools would call out their hood like if they were from the 90s, the 80s, Doves. Tower of Power. Obviously, you're still a young man. Believe it or not, there's a song called Squib Cakes. I like that song. Uh, Clean Slate is a dope song by them. Uh, damn. Sparkles in the Sand. That's a dope ass song by Tower of Power. They have a few pretty dope songs, bro. They wasn't calling it the Deep in the late '80s. Nah, I don't know, bro. I'm not even from the Deep, so that's why I'm trying to. What is hip is dope too. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find out if fools were calling it the Deep before. Where's all the Deep East fools on here? They could tell me. You know who would know that? The one homie from the Deep. He would probably be able to tell me if they used to call it the Deep before that song. But I remember a lot of fools being from up that way and they didn't call it the Deep, like Dangerous Dame, uh, Pooh Man, and America's Most Wanted, and a couple other groups. Yeah, I remember that too. Hey, Rasa Business, you tell me this. Did Fools call Deep East Oakland the Deep before the song Deep East Oakland by Black Dynasty? Like early 90s, late 80s, were they calling that part of Oakland the Deep? I don't remember, bro. You tell me. Oh, yeah, Plan B, I remember him. Nah, San Leandro's a separate city, bro. San Leandro's the Dro. Yeah, me either. That's what I'm saying. Even with rest of businesses, because I don't remember anyone saying, "Oh, I'm from Deep East Oakland," like back in the days that I could remember, but I could be wrong. My favorite drugs is your Suega. Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. ESO, Eastside Oakland, Discovery Channel. Nah, that was Deep East Oakland was a song Julio that came out in '95. Well, it was 94, 90, 95, because yeah, because I came back in '95 by Black Dynasty. Then after that song came out, then everyone started calling it the Deep, the Deep. Yeah, I play for a band. Discovery Channel. Yeah, I found out about them because I lived there. No, I never seen him in Oakland. Like Crip Mac. The song by the Delinquents, Late and I Slept. The Delinquents is dope. Up early in the morning. Remember that song? Another Day in the Alleyways. That was like their first little, it's like an EP album they had. Uh, on A5 Village. Oh, you're talking about Tesafranga? I know where that's at. Yeah, that's true, Joe Bob. It did for sure. Because not very many people outside of Oakland knew what Border Brothers was. The Delinquents. The Runner. I remember they used to have this one song on their album called The Cracker Jacket. Remember that song? Not every day slide on these Oakland streets. Yeah. And you out of control, G. Remember that song? And a pig is a pig, that's what I said. The only good pig is a pig that is dead. Oh yeah, that fool. There, I don't remember really any in Oakland when I was growing up, bro. Smooth getaway. What if I would come my way? Oh yeah, Ward of the State by Scary X. I remember that. Healthcare, shit, we all need it. Three times crazy. Orale, I feel you. Three times crazy. You know what I forgot? I met Keek the Sneak one time, very briefly, a long time ago when I was a youngster, and I met MC Man too, right there on right at Giant Burger, right there on 37th and East 14th. K Sprays, Another Day in the Alleyways. That was a dope song. The Alleyways. Yeah, I met Keek once. Where did I meet him? He was promoting an album, I remember, and I just talked to him briefly, and he gave me a flyer a long time ago. He was like in a band that had like posters on it. But it was just like a brief, like, very briefly. All right, y'all. I've been on here for almost 2 hours. I gotta get off, and I gotta use the bathroom too. So, no, I wasn't at Rasputin. It was actually in Oakland, bro. I think it was on. I want to say it was in the West, bro. I think it was back when I used to work out in West Oakland, and I met him in a parking lot, and he handed me a flyer. I'm like, oh, Keek the Sneak. I said, yeah, for sure, for 3 times crazy. Like, yeah, yeah, man, check out my new album. Oh yeah, the Conscious Daughters. One of them passed away, I think. Oh, Devo, I remember him too. I interviewed him one time on High Street. The Grand Auto on High Street. I remember that. Honey's 14. I'm trying to remember, short, because did Grand Auto still have that car wash when you worked there? Remember they used to have a car wash next to it when I was a kid. Because I remember my dad getting his car washed there a couple times when I was a little kid. See, that's how you know I'm from Oakland, bro. I remember hella shit back then. Oh, they didn't have the car wash no more? Yeah, they used to have a car wash. I don't know if you knew that back in the days. Oh, okay. Yeah, they probably replaced it then by that time. But yeah, it was built into the building. I remember that. And you would pay and then go in the car wash and come out the other side. Keep the Sneak. Nah, it wasn't by the Burger King. It was built into the building of Autos of Grand Auto. I'm telling you, and it was like on the side, I think, and it might be where they later put. Maybe it was the auto shop later. DTL sounds familiar. Okay, it wasn't there no more. Yeah, I remember in the '80s. Not sure. '80s and like early '90s it was still there. They probably early '90s when they shut it down. Oh, Dying to Live. I think I do remember that rap group, seeing it back in the days, but I don't think I ever had it. I think I seen it back in the days, mid late night. Okay, yeah, I was probably gone by then. So you were there when I moved back to the town. Okay, I probably seen you there, bro. I stopped there a couple times to buy something. I remember back then. They got holes all the way to the lake now. Really? Is it that bad? I haven't been down there in a minute. I knocked the shit. Nah, I gotta piss, bro. I did the other thing earlier, so I don't gotta do that. Oh, I remember J Dub. Yeah, I remember that one. I remember FM Blue. And what was the other fool? That was that other rap group. Yeah, I haven't been down that way in a minute, bro. I haven't been going to Oakland as much as I used to. I've been more busy or close to home lately, so I haven't been going to Oakland as much. I have to take a trip down there. I've been through Oakland, but I haven't really been back like to the hood or nothing like that. Oh yeah, Father Dom, flossing is the way. No, not FM Blue. The other one. What were they called? They were a rap duo. They had a song called "Buster Free." Remember that song? And Banks, yeah, Dangerous Crew. Goldie, I remember Goldie. Yeah, he was only around for a minute though, and then he disappeared. I remember the Goldie dude. Rapping Ron. Okay, yeah. Bad Influence. Yep, there you go. Bad Influence. That's who it was. Yeah, fool, I'm getting old. My memory's starting to fade now. Fuck. Little worse. So according to Mike, he knows who my doppelganger is, and his name is Carlos. That's kind of scary, bro. You want to know why? Because all my life, people have confused me also with a dude named Carlos, bro. Shit, you not. I'm not even making that up, bro. Even here in the Bay Area, people have confused me with that name. They're like, "Hey, you're Carlos, right?" I'm like, "Nah, my name's Jose." My Pooh Man. I remember when Pooh Man was all bad. Carlos Mencia, I guess, bro. But nah, Carlos Mencia ain't even really Carlos Mencia though. His that don't count because his name is fucking Ned Holmes, bro. You don't believe me? Look it up. Troop jacket. Yeah. Ah, you're the only one that noticed the troop. I got the troop jacket. You want to see it? Hold on. I got the throwback right here. I got the throwback, brother. If you can see that, the troop. I don't know if we can see it. Hold on, let's turn it around. You see the throwback troop? See it? See that? Look, I got the throwback troop jacket too. You feel me? Bro, this is what they were wearing in Oakland when I left the sack. It was true. Yeah, I couldn't afford it then, bro. So I had a pair of troop shoes and a t-shirt. That's it. King Doves come to Oakland. Yeah, as long as he don't push no nothing. I remember my brother had the troop jacket though, the leather one that kind of looked like this one. My older brother had it. And then my brother had the shoes and a t-shirt. I had some shoes and a t-shirt too. Remember the Ice Lambs? I got a pair of those. I got these because the Troop had a website a while back, and they were selling hella shit for cheap. So I caught me a couple pairs of Troop as memories. You feel me? You know, in Sac, I don't think they were wearing Troop because I don't remember anybody wearing Troop out there. What's up, Richie Lokes? But I know, like in Oakland, Frisco, I think even San Jose, they were wearing it back then. The reason I say San Jose is because I met a couple of dudes who told me they used to wear it back then. Pipe button up. Yeah, bro. Bugle Boys, I remember those. I think I had a pair of those when I was a kid. I think my mom bought me a pair of Bugle Boys. I had a pair of Lottos too. Remember those, Salcedo? I had a pair of those too. I had a pair of Lottos and a pair of Troop shoes when I was a little kid. I think I got the Lottos at Copeland's. They were on sale. Yeah, bro. But hey, y'all, I'm about to get off. You feel me? I've been on this motherfucker for 2 hours, so I'm getting off. I'll talk to you guys later. Pro Wings, I remember the Pro Wings. I had some of those too when I was really tall. I had a pair of Pro Wings. I had to stop wearing those though. Filipino San Jose Pretty Boys with the MC Hammer pants. Yeah, I remember that. Zebra Panda. I look like MC Hammer. He's the one that used to wear these. You know what? You're gonna laugh at this, Joe Mama. I bought a pair of Shacks one time for a job because I worked at a job where I could beat my shoes up and I didn't have no shoes. And I think they were selling some Shacks somewhere for cheap, and I just bought them to bust them up at my job. The guy, right, do the running man. Please, Hammer, don't hurt him. You know my favorite MC Hammer song was "Pump It Up, Louder." Remember that song? Uh 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 uh. That was my favorite MC Hammer song. Yeah, the lugs. I used to wear those too. I got into lugs in Oakland though. When I moved back to the town, I started wearing those. I went through a phase where I used to wear lugs. Go grub. What's that kind of shoes when I was hella young? Mom would buy me shoes at Payless. Yeah, I remember the Canada shoes. And Payless was right next door. I got a pair of Casey Adams too. G Unix. I never got into K Swisses, but I remember a lot of fools wearing them. I never had a pair. I had Cortezes for sure. Some dope pair of clothing like Mr. Fab. Yeah, they were heavy. Payless shoe stores, yeah. S Carter's, I think I remember those. Reebok classics. Yep, the Reeboks were hella popular when I was in high school. They were popular in the 80s too, I remember. British Knights, LA Gear. I never had Volco. I remember Volco. I never had British Knights, but I think I did have a pair of LA Gears when I was a kid. Fab Farm. I had some Fab Farm. Fubu, Mecca, yup. What was that other one? Pele Pele. I could jump fences and the wall. Shit, me too. Now I'm fat and out of shape. South Pole, yup. I had a sick ass button up South Pole shirt when I was back in the days. Rockaware, Fat Farm. I had some Fat Farm. I had a Rockaware too. I went through the Fubu phase too. I think we all did. Oh shit, Joanna, what's up? How you been? I look the same. I thought I got a little bit fatter and older. Can't touch this. Blue anchor pants. Up. I had blue anchors. You know what? I never had Sean John. I think I maybe had one pair of pants one time. I remember. Juicy sweats. What was the other ones called from back in the 80s? The Deodoras. Who remembers those? Definitely, yeah. I got fatter for sure. Yeah, I don't go as live as I used to. I try to get. I'm been trying to get into it more live. But you know what? Fuck all that, nigga. I'm from the times of Dickies and Ben Davis too, motherfucker. Don't forget. Yeah, I got a pair of Deodoras. I still got a pair of Benz that I rock sometimes. Corduroys, bro. I used to rock corduroys. I still rock a. I still got a pair of corduroys. Yeah, the old Navy, the hoodies, the old Navy hoodies. Remember when those were popular? 501s, bro. Oakland, you wasn't from the town if you didn't have 501s back in the days. Tickies asleep. 501s in a white tee. I remember that was like the big style in the 80s when I was a kid. Moo Moo. Mark Echo. And what was the one with the rhino? The corner, yep. The corner, Melrose, Bonanzas. I remember all those stores. Jack is. Oh yeah, the Levi's jacket. I remember those. Oh, you're talking about the like the Santa Rita jackets. I remember those too. Yep, 501s, white tees, and a derby and some winos. That's what I remember in the '80s. We couldn't wear that shit in school. I still got my Kango on, fool. See, I've been rocking Kangos since hell years now, since the mid '90s, bro. Brick phones. That's the ballers that had those. Well, the pagers later on, everyone started having them, but I remember the brick phones, B boots, J40, JCat 40. I still got the OG Kango. Yeah, man. All right, y'all. But I'm gonna tap out. Like I said, I gotta. For one, I gotta use the bathroom, and for two, I been on here for hella long. Okay, I gotta wake up catch another time. Merry Christmas. Thank you for coming through, Joanna. It's been a while. P coats, I remember those. No, I gotta take a leak. I ain't gonna lie. Card tape deck. Hell nah. All right, y'all. Well, I'm gonna tap out. You guys be safe. I'll do another live. You feel me? Derbies with the pirate hats and Falcon cars. All right, man. Be safe. Late.